Hey guys, welcome back into the record room. I'm of course your host Tony Giles TG. Now what happens when you take a very talented musical artist and the media and social media and the powers that be absolutely ram them down your throat like there is no tomorrow, like this is the only new artist you should be talking about? Well, if you're like me, you get put off by such things, and I choose to just head in the sand or just, it's not for me, it's not my kind of thing. Sadly, that is what happened with the record and the artist I'm going to talk about on today's episode, because I literally felt there was a time when I could not escape hearing about Chappell Roan. And I didn't, before I'd even heard a note, I had this preconceived notion that this is not for me, I dislike. And that was wrong of me. I should know better by now. But unfortunately, I still live in a day and age where things are rammed down our throats, whether we like it or not. And so I did not listen to Chappell Roan's music at all until maybe a few weeks ago. And the only reason I listened to that music is because my daughter, she goes on YouTube Kids and they, some of them have dances and things like that. And she was listening to the song Hot to Go, which she doesn't obviously listen to the words in the same way that I might do, but it's got a fun dance to it. There's a fun dance and it's quite colourful and quite bright. And, I thought, that song actually isn't that bad, yeah. Chalk it up to, it's probably just this one song that sounds pretty good. And then I heard another song. Which one was it? Pink Pony Club, I think. And I thought, you know what? That one's not too bad either. What's going on here? That's two songs now that I find myself humming. I mean, I was singing Hot to Go virtually straight away from the first time I heard it. It is so infectiously catchy. Then I heard Pink Pony Club and I was like, this is actually a really good song. And so one morning I thought, you know what? I have access to all these streaming services that I pay for. It's an hour out of my day. Let me just listen to the song. Let me just listen to the album. If I put it on and I don't like it, I can switch it off. And well, before the album had even finished, I'd gone and got myself a copy because it is so freaking awesome. This album is amazing. This is the kind of album I wish Lady Gaga was making today. Now, obviously, Lady Gaga, she's had her time in the sun as far as I'm concerned. She's still a magnificent artist. I love her. I will always support her. But that new album ain't for me. This, though, there's no bad track on this album for me. There's no bad track. Now, this isn't some kind of special edition. I don't even really want to show it off. This is just a bare bones 2 LP set, black vinyl. There you go. You know what? I'm not even going to take it out because there are quite a few different versions of the Chappell Roan album now. The kind of emphasis behind this video is to don't be dissuaded just because everybody is talking about something. And I found myself doing that. And as a record collector and a music fan for 40 plus years, I really should know better. I said it earlier, I really should know better. But sometimes you just get put off by things. You get put off by the media. Sometimes it's possible to just get put off by the artists themselves. You see an interview or this and that. And, I saw Chappell on the Sabrina Carpenter TV special that she did at Christmas. Wonderful voice. No complaints whatsoever there. She's clearly very talented. But nothing in me said, dude, you really need to check out that album. You're kind of being a bit of a silly Billy if you're not checking it out, because I think you're really going to like it. And, I love female vocalists. My go-to for vocals are female vocalists. I love Sabrina Carpenter. I love Lana Del Rey. I love Leve. I love Norah Jones. I love Sarah Vaughan. I love Billie Holiday. I love Madonna. I could go on, and all of these musicians I absolutely love. The female vocalists outweigh the male vocalists in my record collection, probably 10-1. But the stubborn old man in me, I refused, and I missed out. I missed out for such a long time. Like, I believe the album came out in 2023. It's now early 2025. I missed out, and that's my fault. So don't be like me. Don't let the bias of social media, the media in general, turn you off something. It is always worth checking something out. Even if you listen for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 seconds, if something grabs your ear and puts a smile on your face, then it's worthwhile. The first track on the album, Phenomenon, it's so good. It's super catchy. It starts off as one thing and turns into something else. And there are just so many great influences on the album. There's like pop and dance and disco, country. The ballads are fantastic. She really does have an amazing voice. And I was so stupid. I am calling myself stupid here because I didn't give myself enough credit to just sit down and listen to the album and make up my own opinion. No, I let the social media and the media in general they put me in a box with, they were telling me how I should love this. And I like to make up my own opinions. And well, all I can say is I am super happy that I righted that wrong. I really, really am, because it is a fantastic album. I absolutely love it. I've listened to it a bunch of times since I got it. The vinyl sounds great. It's 3 sides. There's nothing on the full side. It's just a blank side. I don't know if any of the special edition other versions are different. I'm not saying I'm going to go down on a Chappell Roan rabbit hole now and start collecting all the different versions, but I will say this. I was an idiot. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. If you've yet to hear this album, but you dig pop music, check it out. Honestly, you can't escape her. So what are you waiting for? The music really is fantastic. The songs are great. The songwriting's great. The vocals are great. The beats are great. Everything is good. I cannot say enough good things. Have you been a silly Billy like me? Have you decided to turn your nose up at something purely because it's being right there all the time? It's easy to do, but trust me, it is worth it if you take the time to just sit back and just make up your own opinion. I personally love it. I know there will be some people probably in the comments that don't, and that's cool. That's what's great about music. But do let me know in the comments down below if you are a fan. And it's been wonderful to do this kind of episode on the Record Room, because I try not to focus on the negative. Sometimes I'm the negative, and it's nice to kind of put that aside and actually enjoy something. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode. Stay gold and spin those blackest circles.